Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I am Black Omen. Now, before we get into last week's episode, I got some non-RWBY related news I want to share. Now, if you're a fan of space frogs and space frogs that happen to enjoy Gundam Wing models, you're going to be excited for this one. Sergeant Frog, and it's just very simple. I can't really say much else about it, but I just enjoy it. It's really good. I didn't really expect to enjoy it as much as I do. Now, onto RWBY related news. Now, if you are someone who has the mangas, they are coming out with this summer, Volume 5, not to be confused with Volume 5 of the show, Volume 5 of the manga, which is called Shine. Which, if you notice the pattern here, on the cover of it shows Team Juniper. And being that the song Shine from Volume 2 soundtrack is basically about Jean and Pyrrha. Basically how Pyrrha feels about Jean. And the song is used in the very popular scene from Volume 2 during the dance. And that famous scene that everyone likes to, mess with, where everyone likes to take the characters who are doing that dance and they replace it with different characters to make it more comical, I guess. Now, how does that dance go again?
It's kick step, body roll.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's what it is. Now the manga comes out sometime, I think July. I have a feeling that it's probably going to be centered, obviously, around Team Juniper. I guess where it goes from Volume 1 to Volume 3, where it follows, all of them. I think, because from what I remember, I haven't read all the manga yet, but I'm thinking that it probably follows along with the show, but kind of from Team Juniper's perspective. So that's going to be exciting for that when it comes out. And finally, speaking of books, I saw this picture that was tweeted from Calexon's Twitter account the other day, and she shared this picture that it's a pre-order for a untitled RWBY book to go along the same theme as Before Dawn, After the Fall. So I'm guessing there's going to be a continuation of that story from After the Fall. I don't remember the date of it. It might be sometime in September. I don't remember. So that's going to be exciting, which I'm guessing they will have more information about that during RTX Online this summer. So look for that. So finally, the episode from last week. I was getting some, real strong feelings about the episode because there was a lot of people who were saying that usually episode 11 from past volumes where something crazy happens, whether it be, something with Adam or Weiss getting almost killed. Luckily, that was not the case, but there was some hype behind it, and it was a very good episode. I enjoyed it. So basically, we almost saw the Aesops and Winter talking with General Ironwood, and so the Aesops are kind of talking amongst themselves, being like, is he going to do this? Is he bluffing? And so Harriet being the only strong, not strong, but she's more stubborn than everyone else, and being that she's more gung ho about Ironwood's decision, and being that Marrow is I want to say the voice of reason, but he's the one who was the only one who came out and said, trying to stand up to Ironwood, and we almost got a Old Yeller situation, and thankfully Winter was there to make sure that uh, Ironwood did not shoot him, which, mind you, he shot him with his back turned, and that is messed up. So she swoops in, punches him, and gets him down to the ground, and kind of gets him, and is like, "Oh, I'll take this traitor to the jail cell," which is more or less code for, "What are you gonna do? You get yourself killed here, man. Come on." Anyway, then we get to the Schnee Manor, and we have the scene, which I called "Return of the Boop," as I titled my last video. Ren and Nora have their moments where they're kind of talking, and John gets he being the third wheel, he's like, "I'm gonna get out of here. See ya." Oh my god, even the animation for that was just weird, but that's besides the point. Ren and Nora have their talk, and basically, Ren says that he loves her, which is, I think, the first time we've heard it in the whole entire show. And the Ren and Nora ships sailed the seven seas, and everyone was happy except for the fact that, which I kind of agree with this, and it was a very nice moment that, even though Nora did in fact tell Ren, "I've always loved you," and things like that, but she kind of wants to work on herself, because she kind of sees herself as someone who's just says silly things, cracks a joke and just hits things, and she didn't want to be in a relationship with someone where you don't know who you are, and it works in real life. You can't be in a relationship with someone if that's your whole identity. You can't be like, "I am only like this, like outside the relationship I don't know who I am," and that's not a healthy thing. So then we go to the next scene where we see Crow and Robin, and one thing some people kind of pointed out was when Crow takes his sword out of the locker, it is already like out and ready, but the locker is like, the locker space doesn't really match, but don't want to really nitpick over things like this, but it's just little animations that some people have noticed, and I didn't notice it until they did. So hey, weird things. Anyway, and basically they're Crow is like, "I'm going to go after Ironwood," and things like that, and Robin's like, "No, don't do that. We need a plan," and trying to basically say like, "Oh hey," basically trying to kind of calm him down, and because they escaped their jail, so and so like right before they go into the elevator opens up, and it kind of cuts the scene, which the only logical explanation that can be assumed is that it's going to be Winter and Marrow, and I guess they're gonna find each other, and they're gonna be like, "What are you doing here?" And they're gonna basically try to formulate a plan together. So then we go back to Schnee Manor, where we see Team RWBY and company trying to kind of put the whole brain trust together to come up with an idea. Being that nobody has an idea that is going to work. Emerald points out that, hey, none of you guys have an idea. Your leader has no idea. We're screwed. And that kind of triggers, Yang and Weiss, and then RWBY runs out of the room. Yang chases after her, and then RWBY and Yang have that sisterly moment that we probably should have had quite a few seasons ago. It's they finally have that moment where they talk about their mom, or technically it is RWBY's mom, but hey, don't want to nitpick. Even though Summer was more of a mom to Yang than Raven was, but again, not going to nitpick. Um, they have that moment, and then they kind of Yang has that realization after Ruby tells her that about the Hound Grim, that there was a silver-eyed warrior in there, and that's most likely in their mind what happened to their mother. Um, now, I not everyone is on board with that notion in the fandom, but I'm kind of leaning that way because it's kind of being presented to us in that sort of fashion. But then we get John running down the stairs because Penny has escaped. Because Penny is under control. Well, she's been hacked. And she's basically been programmed to go down to the vault and just self destruct herself. We then see that Ruby is trying to convince Penny to kind of like try to fight the virus that's inside her because she's like, this is not who you are, that kind of thing. And she tries to fly off, and Ruby tries to hold her down. And everyone who has an extension on their weapon tries to hold her down in place, with even including Weiss using her glyph to hold her in place. So basically, they come up with this idea that why not take a risk on letting Penny go down to the vault, which we'll tell Ironwood, hey, we're gonna comply with your demands. Which then towards the end of the episode, we see that that Watts uses Ironwood's broken scroll to kind of intercept that call between the two, and finds out about their plan. And we see towards the end of this episode, we see Neo pointing her parasol out, like kind of like saying, indicate that she has arrived to where Cinder and Watts are. So now for this episode here, it is called Creation. Now, if I'm not much of a betting man, but if I had to wager a guess, it has to do with the Relic of Creation. So I'm guessing that at some point in this episode here, somebody is going to take control of the Relic of Creation. Now, I'm guessing because Oscar/Ozpin knows about the Relic of Creation. He's probably going to tell him, hey, to activate it, do this. Unless it comes with a manual, so hopefully the instructions are in English that they can understand. So, let's get into the madness here. And, whew, that is cold. That is cold. All right. Now let's start the madness in 3, 2, 1, and to go. We said goodbye to all the things we loved. Gave up our lives just to find that it was not enough. We lacked in faith, just solitude, our carefree ease. What we thought could change the world was just a childish dream. We tried to stop our own demise, for life. Hope has no place here. Maybe the path that leads our way home is already clear. Some says some trees are right on the vine. God. Let's do this. Oh shit. Whoa, big gun. Big daddy. Oh shit.
Be ready for anything. We don't know what state Penny is in.
If any of those brats have the nerve to come with her, we put them down immediately. The general gave his terms. No more games.
Oh, fuck off
Is
here.
there a problem?
Just retracing the steps that led us here.
What is it, sir?
Crow and Robin. They're in the Academy hangar.
Trying to stop the payload.
Or just looking for a way out.
Not going to happen. I've been waiting to take my shot at those two.
Oh.
Let's go, Aesops.
But someone needs to stay here with the general.
I'll stay. We lose the payload, we lose our leverage.
She's right. Contain it. Now.
God, I hope someone takes out Harriet. Someone needs to take her ass down a
Sir.
peg.
This course of action.
I hope you're not going to try to talk me out of it.
No, sir. I don't think that's possible.
It is not. It is definitely not.
I didn't think you'd actually come alone. I expected at least some resistance from your friends.
I don't want anyone else to die. I must open the vault.
You've done the right thing.
Was it like a scanner or something?
I have.
Ah! Ah! Yes! 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 Let's go! I love this song too. Yeah! Yes. Oh! Wow. Oh! 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 Oh!
Guys,
Damn! Pause,
We didn't want to drop
pause.
Atlas either,
Pause.
But we've all had to.
God damn it! Wow. I had a feeling that they were going to use Emerald as a way to kind of trick Ironwood with Penny. Wow. Let's go. 3, 2, 1, and go.
Some tough calls, huh? Go. Move to phase 2.
Guys,
Oh,
she has to go to the vault.
wow.
That's actually a risk
Wait.
we haven't considered.
we've been so worried about keeping the vault closed.
Oh!
We never considered
Pause.
what's inside. The
Pause.
stuff of creation.
God damn you! No! Got me excited to think that's what was happening, but there was just a plan. They were just... Oh! Don't do that to me! Oh! God damn it, people. Oh, what a fake out! Oh! Damn you, RWBY, you're trolling us here, man. Come on. I call bullshit on that. 3, 2, 1, and go.
We could use it to save Penny and get everyone in Atlas and Mantle back to safety.
Well, you'll never guess who I just heard from.
So, you're not arresting me?
No. Ironwood's got to be stopped.
Then why did you hit me?
Because you were about to get killed if I didn't do something.
That's true.
What are you doing?
What I should have done ages ago. Getting in touch with my sister. We're going to need help. Speaking of help,
So we've got people trapped in Atlas and Mantle that we can't evacuate unless we use the staff, which is located inside the vault. If we open the vault, Penny terminates. If Ironwood gets wind of any of this, he blows up Mantle.
There's something else to consider.
Basically,
Once the staff
Jean is
creates
just
anything
basically
else,
like a
The city drops.
battery adapter. You know,
Atlas has
just
enough natural
plug it
gravity
in,
dust to
you're
keep it
fine.
from plummeting
Just keep
immediately.
going.
But, well, nobody's going to want to be around when it touches down.
Okay, then let's use the staff to teleport everyone to safety. Maybe even to another kingdom.
We can't just wave it like a magic wand and make our problems go away. And we haven't even told you about him.
Who?
The spirit and the staff. Like Jin. But, well, he's a character. He can build you anything, but only if you can explain to him how. Like any craftsman, he'll need blueprints. Some sort of reference. It'll help if we have real-world examples to show him.
I've already gone through the city layouts for the SDC evacuation. Maybe I can help.
There's still James and his bomb to consider.
Oh, I've got a plan for that.
So, that takes care of phase 1.
Meanwhile, the real Penny goes to the vault. With help.
I blasted a hole through the bottom of Atlas, and I highly doubt they've had time for repairs. That should take you straight to it. All of that is the easy part.
As soon as Penny opens the door, we go through, grab the staff, and stop her termination.
Just hang in there, Penny. Okay?
We also have to think that Iron was going to be there.
Seems someone has come to engage my creative wiles. All I'll say is it better be worth it after my last project. A floating city? A pedestrian.
Hi, Mr. Ambrosius. Sir, listen, it's about our friend. She's
Alright,
dying.
pause.
I'm going to go
Pause.
ahead.
Now, is this happening, or is this them talking and we're seeing it? I don't know. And it's kind of annoying me. I don't know if this is happening or not. Whatever. 3, 2, 1, and go.
Assume that you know it's against the rules for me to bring people back from the dead, so...
That's not what we want. She's not your typical girl.
So she isn't. I'd love to meet whoever did this. Ah, I see. There's something eating away at her. I'm guessing you think you have some clever plan to save her. Just know, I will give you exactly what you asked for, and I don't want any complaining when it's not what you wanted.
We brought her schematics. We want you to make a new version of her, using her exact same robot parts.
That was curiously worded, girl.
An exact copy of her would include the virus. An exact copy of her without the virus would cease to exist the second you make something else. And we kind of want to keep her around longer than that.
You've done your homework.
We want you to create a new version of her, using her existing robotic parts, taking the virus with them.
Okay, but if I take the robot parts out of her, that would leave...
Penny,
The girl who's always been there underneath it. You can't destroy. It's against the rules. But you wouldn't be destroying her. Her soul is who she is.
The mechanical parts are just extra.
But a soul without a complete body, what would be left?
I don't know. I guess you just have to get creative.
I suppose I could do a little add a touch of. But if I do that, how much of the old painting would be my work and how much would be her? Just coming up to the surface. This is all very exciting and very dangerous. I don't know what the results are going to be.
We don't have any other options.
All right, hold on.
We
Pause.
believe in her.
Pause for a minute. It is sounding like that he's going to create a version of Penny that is more squishy and less robotic. If you're going to have her parts, but maybe make her more squishy, rather than more mechanical. I don't know. Let's find out. 3, 2, 1, and go.
Ready yourselves to witness my artistry.
Is Pinocchio going to become a real boy?
It's done.
I guess that's the signal then. Seems like things are moving forward in the vault.
Hopefully Penny is going to be okay.
If Atlas is moving, we need to get word out before people panic.
Meaning hurry.
I know. Okay, this should be, that did, something?
You're live.
Everyone can see you.
Something.
Citizens of Atlas.
You're live streaming.
We have to tell you is very important. Atlas is falling. But
Wait, what happened?
It's dead. The entire CCT. It just went down.
And so did kingdom-wide communications. How?
The bigger question is, what do we do now?
I think Ironwood shut that shit
That
down.
boy said Atlas is falling. Is that true?
Yes, we're using the staff to get everyone to safety. Salem can have the rubble.
I guess not.
We'll all be long gone.
Are you going to leave me here?
No. When we're finished, we'll move both of you to safety.
Yes.
Oh, Winter.
No, leave him there.
Don't thank me. It was Weiss's decision.
Oh. Oh, okay. Oh. Alright. Alright, hold on. Pause. Not to put my 2 cents in here. 2 pennies, 2 cents, whatever. Bad joke. Hate me. I get it. Personally, I would have left Jacques in there and be like, no, fuck you. You're a shitty father. You suck. But being that I don't know what Weiss has in store, but I don't know. I'm hoping that because we have 2 pennies here. I guess they're kind of hoping that the one that's more squishy. I don't know, because from the looks of it, like you can see, like she had like skin, so rather than just painted on skin like we saw back in Volume 2. But was it Volume 2 or Volume 1? I don't know. Either way, 3, 2, 1, and go. What?
Are
okay? Do hugs always make you feel this warm inside?
Aww.
Yes. Wow.
We
Aww.
should probably make sure our theory works. And start
More.
the evacuation.
Free to create and... Oh, it's you guys again.
We're not done with you yet.
Fine.
Let's try the quick version. Can you make a bunch of doorways in Atlas that open at a single spot in Vacuo?
Sure, I'll just need coordinates and specs for each door and explanation for bending space and time to account for the much greater traffic on one side and a single point of exit on the other.
Okay, that's about what we expected. So, we need to funnel everybody through a central location first.
You're going to have to tell me more about this central location for starters. Where is it?
Here. A place like these vaults. Wherever they are, they're not part of Remnant. Only accessible if you know the right way in. Seems like a safe enough place for thousands of refugees.
You kids are either smarter or much more foolish than you realize. I'm going to need a reference.
Oh, we've got one.
A little from column A, a little from column B. Shazam! Which one do you pick? Door number 1, door number 2, or number 200?
People enter from Atlas and Mantle on one side.
Oh.
And leave on the other side with a one-way ticket to Vacuo.
Well, everything appears to be in order. You were quite thorough. Disappointingly so.
So, it's done.
Yeah. Oh, and one last point of clarification about this central location of yours. Do not fall. Okay, and with that dire warning,
Wait. Hold on. Time out here. In the intro, they show Team RWBY falling through the floor. Do not fall. 3, 2, 1, and go.
We did it.
What now?
We go to Vacuo. All of us.
And hope that we've thought of everything.
Cinder. Oh man. Well, that was intense. Oh my god. That was like a goddamn roller coaster of my excitement and just overall feeling, because I thought what we were seeing in the beginning was actually happening, but in fact it was just them talking. Got me all hyped up for nothing. So ultimately we still got to see their plan kind of unfold, but it kind of went a little bit differently than I thought it would. But yeah. So now that they use the Relic of Creation, which I don't know if it's like the Relic of Knowledge, where they only give you X amount of, I guess, things to make, where the Relic of Creation gives you 3 questions to ask. Um, being that it might be the same thing where the Relic of Creation made Atlas the floating city, um, and they asked for to remake Penny in a more human form, and we also their last creation, I guess, was to make I guess path doors, portals to for people to escape and go to Vacuo. Um, I have no idea what's going to happen because we see at the end of the episode that we see Cinder is amongst the crowd of people. Where the hell is everyone else? You know, where's Neo? Where is wait, unless we it would be kind of a bullshit thing, but unless they did the whole thing with with Jin and asking questions about certain things, but it would be a kind of a cop out to not show that but whatever. Oh Jesus. I guess we'll stop there because we have two episodes left of the season. We have this Saturday, the 20th, and the 27th, which is the finale. They're definitely going to Vacuo next season, which I am thankful for because I was really getting kind of worried that they were going to do yet another season at Atlas, but seeing that they created portals to go to Vacuo, and being that Tyrion and Mercury have taken a ship to go to Vacuo, we're going to see them next season. Now, I don't want to talk about what I think is going to be what I want to happen. I'm going to save that for another time. But as I said, we're going to stop there. Follow me on Twitter at BlackOmen10. Now, I want to know what you guys think is going to happen in the next two episodes. What do you think is going to be in the finale? What are some things that you guys want to see in the next season when they go to Vacuo? So thank you all for watching, and I will see you all in the next one.